Hey guys, welcome back to Dork Forge as we continue our Mordenkainen Presents Monsters of the Multiverse race series, this time with a friendly giant, the Firbolg. So, let's jump on into it. Now, we have, again, sadly, just the same old art that we originally got back in Volos, I believe. And this is one of the instances as well where the boilerplate text changes are really being shown. So, the standard change applied to all races in Monsters of the Multiverse now is that everybody lives as long as and is as tall as and as heavy as a human unless directly stated otherwise. And we can see that here in the description of the Firbolg. They do give us a disclaimer, a little bit of add-on information that Firbolgs can live to up to 500 years. Okay, that's great. However, we do not have anything for their height, which makes this a little odd, really, because Firbolgs, as per the original information given to us in Volo's Guide to Monsters, can be between 7 and 8 feet tall. They are essentially giant kins, similar to the Goliath, and that is reflected in the special version of their Disguise Self ability. But we'll get into that in a little bit. That's just one of the ways that just applying the same text to all races isn't working out. First off, another boilerplate change. Ability score increases. Originally, the Firbolg had a +2 to Wisdom and a +1 to Strength, representing their ties to nature but their powerful giant-esque physiques. However, now you can have a +1 and a +2 in anything of your choice, or 3 +1s in anything of your choice. This makes Firbolg far more accessible to various other class combinations, and given that most classes wouldn't really want a +1 strength if they're having their primary stat be Wisdom, that does make them far more friendly to play if stats are your priority. Now, languages, you get to have one language of your choice that you and your DM agree is appropriate for your character and campaign, versus originally you got 2 languages in the form of Elvish and Giant, so that is a little bit of a nerf. And coming down into the actual meat of the issue, Firbolg magic. This is actually identically the same, however they do tack in this change here where your spells can now trigger from any mental stat of your choice. You get Detect Magic and Disguise Self with it. However, Disguise Self is a special version where you can make yourself seem up to 3 feet shorter or taller versus the standard built-in 1 foot change for Disguise Self, which, given that they don't appear, maybe I've missed it, but they don't appear to have carried over the Firbolg size, is just a little weird. If you have this normal human-sized person, suddenly they can use Disguise Self to just voop themselves down into like the size of a below-average height gnome. It's just a little odd. And you do also get the ability to cast these again with spell slots, should you have them available to you, which is a nice little buff. Overall, this is just an improvement, and the Firbolg, apart from getting a height reduction, apparently, just gets mechanical improvements. Hidden Step, as a bonus action, you can magically turn invisible until the start of your next turn, or until you attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw. Now, this is the exact same. The difference here is the amount of uses you get. Originally, this was a once per short or long rest ability. However, now it is a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. This will initially mean that in the day you actually get less uses of this ability. You can have 2 short rests during the day quite easily at most tables. However, in Tier 1 you're only going to get 2 uses of the ability. Once you hit 5th level and you get into Tier 2 with your +3 proficiency bonus, then that does start tipping in your favour. The big bonus, however, is that you can now use your uses consecutively, throwing all of your Hidden Step uses into a single combat should you wish. And you might be wondering why you want to do that. Well, this is actually a decent way to avoid attacks of opportunity. A creature needs to be able to see you to make an attack of opportunity. And if you are the kind of person to be making attack rolls, it is a good way to get an advantage on a single attack. Now, everyone that make attack rolls will benefit from that, but that is going to be of most use to somebody like a rogue who has a single, very powerful attack they want to hit. Moving on, powerful build is exactly the same. You count as one size larger when determining your carry capacity and the weight that you can push, drag, and lift. And speech of beast and leaf is, I believe, exactly the same as well. You have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts, plants, and vegetation. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return. Now, one thing that I'm just going to point out is that for beasts, you can imagine a squirrel trying to relay something with chittering and moving, perhaps trying to spell something in twigs or make an arrow, that kind of thing. But in a lot of situations, if you're just talking to a plant or some vegetation, they have no ability to respond to you unless they're already magical. So, you're just talking to a tree. And it's functionally no different than anyone else talking to that tree. It's just kind of amusing. It's great for if you have to talk to like dryads or something, I guess, but they might be fae. I don't know. DM call. Overall, though, I'm getting in the weeds now, which a Firbolg could talk to quite easily. This is overall just a boost. You get more use as a hidden step. You get to cast your Firbolg magic spells more often and key them off of whatever mental ability you want, and you get more flexible, so character build friendly stats. This is nothing but straight power creep. What do you think about that? Put it down in the comments down below. Do you like these changes? Do you find all of this power creep coming in this book to be a little bit much for the game? Do you think it's going in a bad direction? Let us know what you think, and whilst you're down there, hit that like button if you weren't deterred by my getting sidetracked by talking to plants. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified of any future uploads. However, my rambling's done. I've been Paul, and until next time, I will see you at the Forge.